hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. We are back again for our daily go live. We do have to skip a couple times, but anyway, we are back with Sister Teresa and I. We finally get meet our schedule. Today we will be talking about why we stop trading time for money. But before we dive into this topic, I'm gonna introduce a little bit about myself for our viewers or new followers, or if you just run out into this run into our live. I came from working long hours. I was we gonna dig deeper, but of course a little bit highlight is that I used to work 60 to 72 hours a week. I was burnt out. I had multiple pick up, or I would say I was a fitness coach. I was a volunteer firefighter, and then a full-time healthcare worker, then doing this business on top of those jobs. And I was still not happy with the result, and that's why I was looking for something that can benefits me in a long run. That's where I dive into this business. But before that, I don't have any like business background. I don't have any computer experience. I was very, very shy, and I don't know about social media. What I had was the I'm hungry for change. I was really tired of the daily grind of running around doing so many things at once and trying to get by, or trying to have, like, just to make ends meet. And as a breadwinner, it's not easy. It's my choice, of course, and I am grateful to help my parents back home, but it's not easy in my part. I know there's so many people can relate to this as well, because pretty much in our culture as a Filipina, we pretty much love to help our family. But today we will dive deeper in here of the realization of why we stop trading time for money. But of course, for those of you who are new, my name is Rosalyn Adkins. I am a global digital business mentor. Now, I'm going to give a chance, Sister Ressa, to introduce herself, give a little bit about, highlight about herself, then we can dive into our topic. Hi, Sister Ressa. Good morning.
Hi, sis. Good morning and hello, everyone. I'm Teresa, and I'm a full-time forklift operator and a proud digital business owner. But before we dive into our topic, I'm gonna share a little bit before I start the business. I'm just the same with Sis Roslyn. I'm working long hours. Working 7 days a week, sometimes 12 hours a day. But sometimes we need extra money, and living paycheck to paycheck is not really enough. I mean, bills piled up, emergency when you need emergency money when something happens. And also, like all the Filipinos here, when you're working abroad, we always try to help our family back home. But it's not our obligation, but for me, I feel happy to help my family. It's not a lot, but a little bit of help can change their little bit of their life in the Philippines. So I mean, I know it's it's need to, sometimes our paycheck is not really enough on top of our bills here. So that's why I realize the time that we need, sometimes we need extra income. So when I found this online business, it's not really, I don't really have enough business experience and a computer experience, but because of their step by step video training, I can launch this online business. You don't have to be a tech savvy. All you do have is you have a willingness to learn and a coachable when on this journey. So you know so and our topic, why we stop trading time for money. And guys, if you are burnout and living paycheck to paycheck, or missing out of your life's moment, this live video, whoever you're watching right now, this is one for you. And I hope you guys can have a takeaway after this our discussion, our topic.
That's right. Thank you so much, Sister Ressa. And yes, we will dive into this amazing topic, why we stop trading time for money. So, for our audience who are watching this, like back then, I would say 2 years ago, I don't have enough time to rest, because I was more on chasing the money. But what I realized is that I feel empty. I was deeply miserable and exhausted of the routine, that what I've been through is going to work and no enough time, and try to also prioritize really when it comes to like, because I thought in this way is this is the best way for me to work, to earn. I thought money is everything, and but what I realized, no matter how much I work, I was still grinding, and I because of really not enough sleep, I miss those times of spending time with my family, and that is a very important part for us to spend time our family, so the relationship really it won't fade away, to keep that yourself, guys, that always remember to give a chance to spend time for your family or your loved ones. And then always remember that money can't buy happiness. It's good because we cannot live without money, but missing those amazing moments, celebrations, Christmas to get together, supposed to be like going for a vacation to spend time with family, and also the feeling of burned out. It's not a good. It's not healthy, but sometimes when I thought back then was the only way, and I thought I'm obligated to work. I thought that was the only the life that it was so hard, sis, like feeling that this is the life. I said that, wow, this is the adult life, the reality. But because I miss those times when you don't have to worry about money, when you don't have to worry about food, the next meal, that, like if we have. So when, like the kids' life for our viewers, if you have for like if you watch us, always remember to spend and enjoy your time with your family, because you cannot take that back. When time pass, it's passed forever. What you can do is to rebuild and to make it better, because really it is very important. We don't live here forever, so that's why I realized that trading time for money has to stop. But what the beauty of this business is that you is very flexible. You can spend time with your family. You can earn as well to help your families to for finances, and at the same time you can travel, because we are pretty much 100% online. You operate online, you can bring this business with you wherever you go. It's just in the beginning when you're setting up your business, but once apps and running, you can be anywhere in the world. That's the beauty of this business. So for our audience, like as what I mentioned about my stories of all those 2 years ago, more than 2 years ago, um, have you ever worked so hard like I was, but still feel like you couldn't breathe financially? You're like chasing the money. You are thinking all the time if you have enough to pay the bills and enough to buy this stuff, or if you there's something that you want, because I know there is so many can relate, because we all like pretty much like chasing the financial situations. But here, really, the reality is sometimes is our mindset. When you have that mentality of grinding, of chasing, you will be stale in the no matter what. You have to change that mentality, because what you think, you attract and you'll become. So, where I learned that is in our business, because back then, Sister Teresa, I have no idea that I was lost, but then I have no idea when it comes that we often forget when we are distracting of chasing money is about working and helping our family. We get distracted. The most important part in our life is the power of our mindset. So if you are like the struggling and feels chasing, I always recommend to try to switch that mentality. Try to switch your mindset instead of chasing. after your bills, your money, your job, because it proves and it works in my end. The moment I switch that mindset, that's where the moment or the blessings start. I start attracting the blessings, having of what I needed, and not always worried about the next steps, because you should enjoy every moment that you have in this world. Right, Sister Teresa?
Yes, it's really true. From here, when we start this business, and the first thing we do is we have to know ourselves. You know what I like. You know the book that the magic. That's the first
Yes,
thing we need to learn, and to be grateful for something that we have. Because I know when I started the business, before I start the business, I was not really grateful of what I have. You know, it's sad that it, you know, you have to be like, I mean, simple things we never really, we're always taking for granted. But that was when I started this, that I realized that, you know, it's, we have to be grateful for everything, small or big. So that's the start in, you know, changing our mindset, you know. And also we grow a lot in this business. It's not just about earning money on in this journey, you know. It's, there's a lot of can help change your different area of your life, you know, mentally, physically, emotionally. And you know, it really give you something that you can um, give to other, to the community with this in this journey. So it's not just about the business, you know, it's our mindset, you know. Everywhere whatever things that you want to do is always have to be involved with our mindset, you know, how we uh, set our mind to things that we need to achieve. So that's it.
yeah, I totally agree with you, Sister Teresa. It's same here in my end as well. So you go ahead.
You know, the my wake up call before when I start this, so I start this business is, you know, the moment that I was, I was, I mean, doing the overtime. And you know, sometimes we have to, like, when you really feel sick and then you still work, and because you don't want to miss days, because if you miss days you're not gonna get paid. And that's the sad part, because you have to take care of yourself, you know, to in order to get get keep going. But if you're feeling sick and you're not gonna have time to rest, that's really a sad situation, that, you know, like it should be other way, that I don't have to pick up overtime, or I can rest. You know, like, you know, sometimes we had that moment that like, when we're thinking there should be a way out on this paycheck to paycheck, or getting we're trading time for for the paycheck, small amount of money that we trade our time. So that's the time I realized, you know, that I need something to do to supplement my income, and also to help my family. So aside from getting burned out, you know, wala talaga tayong time sa ating sarili. And also you have, like when we built the house, you know, I have a brand new house, but yet I don't have time for it. I don't live there, you know. I only come home, go to work, and then doing it day after day. So that time really I need something that I can, you know, live a life that our own terms, that we don't have to clock in and clock out. You know, I'm really grateful to have a full-time job, but there's always a solution, that if we are struggling for getting no time for ourselves and for our family. So here, you know, this is like an answered prayer that I've been looking for, to get something that really that help me uh, or earn at home, and also to give me a flexibility, that even I'm doing my full-time job, or or whatever we do in your life, that this business can run 24/7. So this is an answered prayer for us that found this business, that people, that this community will help. And also that's why we're here also, to share this opportunity to people that is looking for something, and sometimes it's hard to find new opportunities, because when you said online business, all the people think is a scam. So I know there's a lot of people skeptical, but you have to take action and take a rest like everybody else, because the opportunity, you won't know until you will try this. You won't know what this business can help you or can change your life until you do the first steps. And also, always ask for guidance, whoever you believe. And also this is the opportunity, the people that really needs the time of your family, and you want your time freedom and also financial freedom. And not just that, we're building a legacy. We're not just here to make money, but you have to think about the future of your family. This can pass on to your children. And also, you don't have to be alone on this journey. You have a personal and business mentor and coaches that help you, and also the community. So yes, if you guys, if you think this is really is looking for you, this opportunity, try, and we're here to help you. And also just do the first steps, and also we will guide you on this journey. You're not gonna be alone.
Yes, Sister Teresa, I totally agree with you because I pretty much was in the same situations. But for me, for those who are hungry for change and looking for a long-term wealth, they are the one who, without hesitation, they will find their own way, like us. Of course, there is always doubts. There's always questions in our mind. But how hungry are you to change the situations of what you are right now? Because in my end, at that time, I was really, really hungry for change, but I don't know the how. The how is supposed to be none of our business. It's just the taking actions and making that decisions and trust yourself. But of course, like of course, whoever you believe in life, God, universe, whoever, ask their guidance. I did came to the point that I cried and I really asked God's guidance, because the path that I'm walking in right now at that time wasn't the right path, and I can't take it anymore. And I was looking for a way out. I really said that pull me away of this path that I'm walking right now, because I cannot take this path anymore. It was hard, emotionally, physically, and mentally exhausted. But of course, answered this opportunity is an answered prayer for me, but not just for me, as what we observe, Sister Teresa, and our community is everyone's answered prayer is the way out. So, the impact, what really changed the trading time for impact here is that, of course, like as what Sister Teresa mentioned, is that working long hours, and then when you're talking about like no work, no pay, um, it's like the hourly that we get here, the more overtime we could pick up, the more money that we receive. But the beauty of this business is that you can still work and you can still do your full time while you're running your business as a side hustle. But it's pretty much treat your business as your full time as well, because this business will be able to let go of all your jobs right now. People here in our community from 2 to 3 jobs to job free. Of course, it's not an overnight success. You have to put some time and effort to be able to work in anything we do in life. So it's just a, a matter of how bad do you want to succeed. So many people here, they are doing that in the bathroom. They will do that in their break, in their 15 minutes break. So that's really of like for me. I realized the potential and see the potential of this business is for a while. I wish I did get out of my comfort zone sooner, but of course maybe that wasn't the right time, because all of us, we do have time that will come for us. So our system that works in the background, we pretty much like uh, not 80% automated. you know it works while you're spending time with your family. You are uh, doing your business. If you have any other things that you are doing, your business, this amazing online business that works for you 24/7 globally, very flexible. So you don't have to stop whatever you're doing right now. Instead, you can add this on, and then later on, this will explode and be able to let go of all your uh, full times, all the things that you are doing right now just to earn. So I would recommend to think clearly. And here, the informations we will be talking, it's free, free workshop. Then you can decide and see yourself, you know. So go ahead, Sister Ressa.
So when we before we start this, there's a lot of common objection on this. Especially for our audience. You might think we might thinking about, but I'm not a tech savvy, or sometimes, or I don't know how to start a business. And guess what? We're the same. We start from zero. We don't have no experience. We don't have business experience. We're not computer tech savvy. We start, but we have that step-by-step video training that guides you any platform, because here we leverage our social media. So we have the training, friendly, even you're a beginner, it's a friendly user to for the beginners to do the training. You can do it in your own pace. You can play push the training, and go back. So it's not, you don't really need to be a tech savvy to start this business. What we did is that we did the first step. We're scared also. We're A lot of people here, they're skeptical, but being a skeptical didn't stop them to continue this journey, or to start that business, or to get the first step, or take the actions. They 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 do what we're doing right now. We did the first steps, take the rest, and then the the here we will have that the moment that we think we're not good enough on this business. So we have to, because we're not really, like, we don't have to be a college degree here to start the business. You All we need here is your willingness to learn and to adapt the online space. We have to decide what you're gonna do in your future. If you go back, how many years you've been working in a corporate job. Imagine if you've been there for like 10 years, 15 years. Imagine additional 15 years and you're still the same on that spot. So if you start this business alongside with your full-time job, you have that purpose, that you're building something that can back up to your full-time job. Because our full-time job, we don't even know if we still have job next day. You have to have something, a backup plan. Maybe your full-time job is a plan A, and then this business is your plan B, and who knows, after 10 years, 5 years from now, you know you, it will be your plan A. So you don't have to be worried about if you're not a tech savvy. Here we have a lot of resources. You have to be resourceful also as a business owner. We have a training, but the training, I know some people here, uh, the training is really informative, but there's a lot of way to improve what you need to improve your business. You don't have to always depend on the training, but you can go beyond that training. There's a lot of YouTube that you can search just to get in different information. We have a lot of resources that we can be successful in this business. What we need here is our mindset. our willingness to learn, and also being coachable and be patient. So because here, this is not an overnight success. I know a lot of people, when they don't receive result, they always, I'm gonna quit. And this is not opportunity, this opportunity is not for me because they're not seeing a result right away. But also getting a result is not also is the it, towards our mentor or coaches that guides us. It's within us, we own this business, we are the CEO of this business, so we have to be put time and effort. It's just like you mention all the time, treat this business that this is life depends on her. So it's a way that you always think about why you start the business, and you always go back to our why. And that's what we always do when time comes that we have a lot of challenges, we're a lot of we're out of our track. Go back to our why, because that's the only way to push ourselves to get out of comfort zone and start over. And also that will also always remind us that we have to achieve, and also focused. And even when we're not in a good attitude mood or something, we have to show up to our business. So consistency is the key to success.
That's right. I totally agree with you, Sister Teresa. That's amazing. And yes, guys, this business really gives us or give me time back, like at a peace of mind and a way to live, not just to survive, not just for me, but it proves into our community, guys. We belong into this amazing community with 250,000 plus members globally. So, and it proves that it really helped them and give them time, freedom, a peace of mind, and not just surviving or those chasing for money and chasing to pay bills. Instead, a way to live, not just to survive, but to enjoy the life that we deserve. So, if you feel like you're not made for that you're made for more, then you're right. There is a hope and there's always a way. It's just a matter of making the decision for yourself. Don't wait until that burnout forced you to make a move, and that happens to me. I wait until the burned outs, the struggles to push me through getting out of my comfort zone, because that was the hardest point of my life. But that was the best decisions that I ever made in my life as well. So we are not here, Sister Reza and I are here doing Go Live. We are not here to convince anyone. Instead, we are here to share the opportunities, to show you the possibilities, of this business, the potentials that could create into your life and your family as well. So, as what she mentioned, our workshop is free. What you do is simply register your name and email to our website. There is two websites in front of the screen. Sister Teresa and I's website is free. You will have access to the free workshop that explains the basic about the business. But if you want to proceed to the next steps, simply if you want to see the company partnership, so we are partnered, that has been in business for 51 years, amazing, big company that we're so grateful to be part of. How to plug in our the compensation structure, all of that. If you want to really see of what's inside, proceed to the next steps. Simply that one time that's 100% refundable within 30 days. That's $149. Wala pong mawawala sa inyo kasi ibabalik yan within 30 days if you decided not to proceed. So for me, it's worth checking, because it's better to check it yourself than to assume and to listen to other people who didn't know anything about the business, who is not here in this business, have no experience. So if you ask someone, I know before in my experiences, Teresa, I did try to share to my coworkers. But of course, I realize the more you share them, the more negative they can give you. So it doesn't help. But really, what I realize is that you ask people who are inside the community, who are doing the business, who are seeing success in the business, so they could really guide you and help you of how to amazing is this business, that it's a life-changing opportunity. So as what I mentioned, see it yourself and then make that decisions if you want to proceed. And if you have questions, feel free to reach out to us. Thank you so much, Sister Ressa, and thank you everyone, and happy Wednesday.
Wednesday.
You
God
and
bless
we'll hope,
everyone.
yes, we will be
Bye.
back again tomorrow. Take care. Wanted to have an extra income, and also I want to help my family back home. And what I love about this digital business is that we have step-by-step training. It's global, and also we have automated system that operates 24/7.
I love that the digital business is global, it's automated, it's flexible, no need for inventory, and I love that it's very scalable and the lucrative income is phenomenal.
My digital business gives me the peace of mind that one day my plan B will become my plan A.
We earn money passively online while spending time with family.
My digital business allows me to purchase the newest device on the market thanks to.
And the best part is, even as I'm speaking to you right now, our digital business is still running, earning passively for us 24/7. It never stops.
So what I love about this business is that the huge earning potentials, and we do not have to recruit people because we use that tested and proven automated system, so right people comes to us.
We joined the business because we want to be out of the rat race of living paycheck to paycheck.
Working two jobs is really tiring and physically demanding. Thanks to this digital business that allows me to work anywhere.
The reason why I started this business is because I have a goal of retiring my husband early. And also,
what I love about this business is the automation system that's work for me 24/7. Wherever I go,
I love that this business is flexible and automated. I can do what I love most. Look after my.
I joined this business because I want the flexibility that I can work anytime, anywhere, and my business runs in the background for me 24/7.
What I love about this business is the automation, and
I want to build a legacy now so that I can pass it on to my children in the future.
It's the automated system, the flexibility and portability. I can work anytime and anywhere I want to.
What I love about this business is I can earn extra income.
With my digital business, I work smarter, not harder, anywhere and anytime. I chase.
What I love about the business is the automation. It provides results while you are sleeping, while you're spending time with your family, and while you're out and about.
The step-by-step video-based training that they provided me, and also the fantastic.
Because of this business, I was able to resign from my stressful job and now enjoying my time with my family and building my own business.
Working 24/7 non-stop. How amazing is that? And we have this beautiful community who is willing to help you to be successful in this business. You're not alone, so come.
And we are proud digital business owners. Hooray!
Hi everyone!